My name's Devraj, and this is a short YouTube video about depression and about some new insights I'm gaining in my work as a therapist and a workshop leader. And a lot of the time what I see with depression is it's like a kind of soundtrack playing in the head. It's like a radio station, you know, like Radio 1 or Radio 2 here in the UK that you can tune into and you can listen to. And basically you need to stop listening to it, you know, just stop. Just stop. The underlying message of radio depression is that it's all a bit heavy and dull. Your life's not going anywhere and there's nothing you can do but self-indulgently listen to the same old track going round and round inside your brain until finally you need to go to the doctor and get some medications and see if those work. It's not going to fucking really help you, you know. You need to get out of that track. You need to switch the radio off and change. One of the ways you give your power up totally to the radio is by buying its basic statement that this is the way things are, that life is depressing, life is down, life is miserable. This is not intrinsic to being. Life is not intrinsically miserable. There are up times, there are down times. It is not intrinsically shit. Not everything ends up in a crap way. But if you listen to radio depression all the time, and I've suffered it myself, then of course it will seem like it is. So you need primarily to move your body. You know, this is the basic thing with radio depression. Once you start to hear it playing and you're starting to get absorbed to that channel and in self-indulgently listening to it, stop, move your body, breathe, make some sound, express, do some yoga, do some exercise, some stretches. I work with bioenergetics a lot, or also go down the gym, run, do something, move your body. If radio depression is telling you right now that, you know, well, that's all very well for now, but what are you going to do? Move your body all the time? Of course, it's not really going to work. Don't fucking listen to it. Stop. Fucking stop. Change. You know, you can change. You can do stuff. Another very central thing with depression is a tendency to, as children, one strategy is to exteriorize blame. You know, the psychological impact of stress or trauma or pain is less felt when we can blame something on the outside. Very simple experiment, you know, you whack yourself accidentally by an accident, you barge into something, you know, this cupboard here, for example, maybe. One thing I can do is to try and blame the cupboard, blame something, someone was distracting me, whatever. The pain is the same physically, but psychologically the impact is less if I can blame something on the outside. So this is a learned behavior for many, many people, particularly many, many British people. We learn to blame stuff on the outside. If you keep doing this for years and decades, you will get depressed inevitably, because the underlying impression is that you cannot change everything. Everything is the fault of something on the outside. Actually, nothing is the fault of something on the outside. It's down to you. And if you want to start to change and move, you can. You can do it. But if you keep on listening to the same old depressed soundtrack, it's not going to work. The most powerful position you can take as someone suffering depression is to really go into therapy working with emotions, with emotional expression and with taking holding patterns out of the body. This is a real power position to take, because then you confront it full on. Anger in particularly is usually invariably blocked to some degree in people who are suffering depression. And radio depression may be telling you, well, that's not me. I do get angry. Don't listen to this bullshit. You know, if you can fully express anger, if you can really let it out, it takes out a huge charge out of the body. The tendencies towards depression will be much, much less. So, you know, I'm running a workshop, you know, just to advertise something I'm doing at the beginning of December here at Osho Leela in Dorset. I'll leave a link for that. But also check it out with yourself. Stop listening to this fucking radio channel, man. Lady, whatever, you know, just fucking give it up. Give it up. When you hear radio depression coming on, recognize it. Oh, it's radio depression playing again. Change it. Do something else. At some point, the radio system will give up if you stand up with enough power. Stop blaming things on the outside. If you really want to take radio depression on and you really want to move and change your life, get in touch with me directly by phone or by email, and I can do some one-to-one work with you. You will need a certain level of money. I charge £40 an hour. Just to be really straight with it. But you don't need to suffer from depression. You don't need that your energy goes down. It's nothing to do with the outside, the weather, the blah, blah. No, those things can be a slight factor in the brain with the hypothalamus, but you can change it if you want to. Okay, let's do it together. Over and out.